I'm Julian Jimenez. I am the founder of the Outrage. I started this Queer Writers Residency dedicated to queer people, that we can get past that moment of your work is so brave, your work is so courageous, and get to, okay, well, let's talk about like the nitty gritty of the play.
All of us are in the same sort of boat. We understand queer identity and we can get to the meat of the work. We have like real notes with each other, and then also real fellowship. It's very rare to have rooms where you have an entirely queer room.
When people ask me about my queerness, about the queerness of my work, I say, yeah, it is queer, but I don't explain it, because I think that it's really an important part of queerness is for people who don't identify as queer to sort of take the work and translate it for themselves into what makes them understand life differently.
If I tell the story, it's written with a queer lens. It doesn't matter if it has a queer character in it or not. It has my whole life experience and all of my imagination.
Structure can be anything. It's not Aristotelian. It's not this misogyny that I've been taught and lived forever. So I feel like I'm just learning with structure that I can do anything.
To me, queer is just looking at something and deconstructing it or defamiliarizing it, like a Soviet critic said in the 1920s, and defamiliarization is taking something that people are associating with and giving them a new association.
The two things that interest me most as a writer, and then are repeated over and over again in different ways, are everybody's looking for a home, and we're all looking for moments of grace.
There's something magical about having a space where we can just feel as safe as possible, that there's no one else judging us.
Absolutely.
And that feels really unique to the Outrage, and specifically the Outrage at NACL.
For us to keep going and persisting and to tell our stories as they are is the only way that we're going to move forward.
And our stories need to be documented, right?
Yeah.
They've been taken away and stripped from archives for so many centuries, right? It's important that we document what is happening right now so history doesn't repeat in the future.
The example of computers, most computers operate on a binary code, 1 and 0. But it's interesting that the more powerful computer is a quantum computer, which is queer. It's 1 and 0 at the same time. And like the quantum computer is infinitely more powerful and does exponentially more work because it doesn't say 1 or 0. It says both.
Cheers, queers! Cheers! So good!